On today's video, we are talking about update 19, everything you have to know. The patch notes have been out for about 24 hours or so. Some of you already asked me questions on the Discord group. I went and asked Lilith Gaming and got answers for you guys. Everything you have to know about update 19, the new event coming out, the end of jumping accounts, the upgrade for the Archivist Cyrus, everything and anything, all you have to know in this video. Hey there YouTube, welcome back to the Gekko. We are looking through update 19. This is the patch notes. The Facebook page came out. I usually wait for this to talk about an update because it comes with a bunch of screenshots and things like that for us to look at. In the meantime, you guys read the patch notes. I read the patch notes. Any questions that came up in the Discord group, which is linked in the description down below, were asked to Lilith Gaming. We got answers. Let's read through everything and talk about everything that's coming up. There is one important message they sent out to a selected amount of kingdoms and did not put in the patch notes that is super relevant to the future of jumping accounts. Let's look at this right here. So update 19, the Silk Road Speculators is coming out next week. It's going to be a 3-hour update. We apologize for the inconvenience, blah, 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 blah. The Archivist Cyrus Spectator System and other features. Governors will now be able to watch their alliances Archivist Cyrus battle and interact with each other via Spectators Barrage chat. Backup combatants, alliance leaders and titled officers will be able to select an additional 10 backup combatants for their team and switch members between backup and vanguard combatants. So first of all, this is the new spectator screen. I like it a lot. I really hope I can turn off the chat if I don't want it on my screen, because when I cast arcs, I'm sure nobody wants text on the screen. But I really like the fact that they added the buildings right here, which alliance owns which buildings. I kind of would wish that they'd add also like how many points per minute each alliance is making, like right below their points maybe, or something like that. But other than that, it's really cool that they're working on the spectator feature, because Archivist Cyrus is the future of this game. It's going to be one of the biggest things. There's going to be tournaments. There's going to be everything. And I'm telling you, they're working on upgrading this event more and more. And you can see that happening by them introducing the backup combatants. Now, backup combatants is something really interesting because they could have tried to grow the amount of players in the Archivist Cyrus, but instead of that, they decided to first of all try to level the field up a little bit and allowing 10 extra players to potentially play in case someone cannot play the Archivist Cyrus and is registered for it. So there are two possibilities in which backup players can come in. The first one is what I mentioned right now. Someone doesn't show up to the arc. Instead of you fighting with 29 or 28 or 27 or 20 players because 10 didn't show up, you can field 10 other players as backups and they can come in if there is space during the arc battle. The other situation that can happen is that either you or anyone in your alliance has to leave the arc for some reason or just doesn't feel like playing anymore. In that case, a combatant can leave the Archivist Cyrus the same way they came in with the icon down below and clicking exit. When they do that, their camp will be taken out of the Archivist Cyrus and then a spot will be open for a backup player to play. Now, I don't know if you leave the Archivist Cyrus if you get rewards or not. So maybe if this is a possibility, you can get to a point where 40 people get rewards rather than 30. That could be kind of cool, seeing people switch in and out to get points. But I don't know if leaving the Archivist Cyrus gets you points. That's a question I still need to ask the development team. So it's really cool that you can field that still 30 players and have 10 backups just in case. Again, as it mentions here, alliances will be matched based on the total power of their 30 strongest registered combatants, both in Vanguard and backup. Alliances will still only be allowed to have 30 combatants present on the battleground at any given time, and backup combatants will only be allowed to enter the battlefield after the end of preparation stage, which is the first like 2-3 minutes of the event. Pretty cool small upgrades to the Archivist Cyrus. They're starting to shift their focus, I guess, a little bit there as well, as the Lost Kingdom is on its way. We also have a brand new alliance event. This is the Silk Road Speculators. It has a 5-stage, 5-tier event, just kind of like the Karak event. You have this little carriage, this little bull guy escorting a caravan laden with treasure across the map. If your caravan reaches its destination, then you'll be handsomely rewarded. But watch out, barbarians want piece of the treasure and they'll be waiting to ambush you along the way. What you need to do in this event pretty much is get this caravan from point A to point B, and all you're doing is you're utilizing your free movement on the map to maintain troops around it to protect it from local barbarians. Now we have a video of how this will look like, kind of. We had a Facebook post by Rise of Kingdoms. You can see the caravan right there and people just moving ahead and around it. And slowly and steadily, these barbarians start heading towards your caravan, and it's your mission to protect it from all these barbarians. Now, at first, let's scroll back and watch this again. At first, when I saw this, I asked myself, well, what about all these barbarians that we're fighting? Are we gonna get any potential rewards from fighting them? Maybe XP, maybe some loot, something like that. But I asked the development team, and they told me that all these barbarians are just pretty much like NPCs that mean nothing. They're just fighting you. There's no rewards, there's no XP. You just gotta protect your caravan and keep letting it push through, and the rewards will come from allowing that caravan into its destination. So keep in mind, it doesn't cost AP to fight these guys, but you also don't get anything out of them. Supposedly, you can get very good rewards, and you'll be able to compete with other alliances to win rank rewards. I'm guessing this is based on how long it took for the caravan to get from one spot to another. And this event will be held regularly in each kingdom, so that's kind of cool. It's going to be a nice little event to refresh us with things to do. The more, the better, as far as I'm concerned. Now, during my last video about the Mother's Day event, if you haven't seen it, I'll leave a card up top for it. We talked about themes, and the theme of the Mother's Day event. One of the things I mentioned was that it was an epic theme. In my mind, a few updates ago, I saw that they added an epic tier up below the themes, and I knew that that meant that legendary ones were coming out. I thought that the legendary ones would cost money, but turns out we are seeing Twilight Falls, the first legendary theme available for anyone who participates in the first Lost Kingdom of the game. So as long as you guys are playing the game right now and will be part of the Lost Kingdom, bam, you get the skin, a first legendary. And the reason I really like it is it's a skin, it's a theme that has nothing to do necessarily with war. You can use it on your day-to-day to gain commander XP much faster and train your commanders, skill damage to kill barbarians faster, and as long as you're not using infantries, then you don't even feel the difference with using this skin, this little theme. So I really like the passive theme. I'm sure we're gonna see legendary war themes that are gonna be more like plus 10% attack of each type of troop, among other more offensive and defensive war legendary themes. But just as the first one, to be able to get it for free is kind of cool, and looks like we're gonna be seeing much more legendary themes in the future. Now, changes to Mysterious Cave and Tribal Villages. This is the first point that is gonna kill probably jumping accounts in Rise of Kingdoms. Governors who explored all the caves and visited all the villages in one kingdom and then immigrate to the new kingdom will receive lower tier rewards when exploring caves or visiting villages in the new kingdom. Back in the day when you used to jump accounts, there were three main components as to why you wanted to jump an account. You wanted to unlock Richard or YSG in Kingdoms 1 through 31, because on those kingdoms, those two commanders are available from gold keys in the tavern. You wanted to get all the treasures and all the mysterious caves and tribal villages, because those would give you a lot of free rewards, speed ups, heals, XPs, everything you could get from those, and you'd get a nice little boost of everything before you jump to your final destination. And then on top of that, the third one is obviously being able to play the game 6-7 days and then migrate to a brand new kingdom where everyone is only 1 day old and you are a few days old already working on your account. So you'd think that this pretty much eliminates one of the three advantages of jumping an account, which is still not that terrible. Well, on the screen you're seeing right here a message that was sent out to people from Kingdom 1 through 31. There's going to be changes happening in those kingdoms for update 19, one of them being very relevant to jumping accounts. So from update 19, Kingdoms 1 through 31 will have 2 changes happen. First of all, the Treasure of the Martell's Heart, included in the daily special offer treasures, will be replaced by a Warlord's Ambition. If you're in one of those old kingdoms, the daily special offers, the 99-cent, 199 and 299 packs that come with like this Warlord Ambition, which gives you a chance to get Cao Cao sculptures. In those kingdoms, that Warlord's Ambition is a Martell's Heart, which is the same thing for Charles Martel, essentially. You get Charles Martels. Now they're replacing it with a Warlord's Ambition, and that lines it up with the rest of the kingdoms. The other lineup they did is Commanders Yi Xiangye and Richard I and their sculptures will be removed from the list of potential gold chest rewards. With these changes, commander acquisition options will be aligned on all kingdoms. This means that after update 19, the second thing that was left for jumpers, which was unlock Yi Xiangye or Richard I early, goes out the window. And really the only reason you jump accounts now is just to be a few days ahead. I think this is the end of jumping accounts. A very sad news for update 19, but it's weird that they didn't mention that message in the patch notes. That was a little weird one. The final thing is additional optimizations to the game. City layouts still has edit mode, now can be shared, so you can maybe allow other people to design your city layouts or something like that, or get someone to, design yours and then send it to you, and you, send each other layouts, I guess. Governors now can save commander lineups in expedition mode. This is kind of cool. For those of you who haven't finished expedition, it's nice to be able to remember which ones you used and just create this mold of expedition winners and just use those throughout all the expeditions. Governors no longer need to restart their game before entering and exiting the Lost Kingdom. Apparently there was a bug in the Lost Kingdom and they fixed it. Reduced game loading times, which is fantastic, always good. Governors are now guaranteed to receive a commander sculpture after making 3 daily special offer purchases. Very, very important. I was buying 2 of those every day before the whole thing happened. So now if I really want to guarantee to get commanders, which is the whole point of that, is that I'm going to have to end up spending not $6 a day, but $12 a day on both accounts to guarantee I get a commander sculpture. I don't know what that really means. You get 1 for free if you buy all 3 packs, all $6. We're going to have to see it when update 19 actually hits. Improve the matchmaking of Ark of Osiris battles. Bam! That's money right there. The number of registered combatants will now be taken in account when searching for an opponent. Perfect. We talked about the fact that the matchmaking system was a bit messed up. You can see right here, as I mentioned to you guys multiple times, the development team take very seriously the Ark of Osiris. And now that the Lost Kingdom is rolling out a little bit, there's adjustments to make there as well. They know this, but for now they shifted back to the Ark of Osiris, rolling out some upgrades for the Ark of Osiris. Awesome news. They're looking at the matchmaking and hopefully they'll make it better as time goes by. Improved the Ark of Osiris and manage army page. Excellent, excellent, excellent. It gives you, they haven't seen how they improved it yet. I haven't seen anything about that. But as long as they're working on making the events better, making Ark of Osiris better and making the Lost Kingdom better, I'm happy. What do you guys think about this update? Leave me a comment down below. Let me know what you think. I'm a fan. I like this update. I really enjoy the things that are happening here. A couple of the questions that people asked me that the development team replied to was, when do backup players actually come into the game? And that's an answer we got from them, that you can either get them in if someone missed it altogether or if someone decides to leave the arc midway. That's one answer we got from them. And the other answer we got from them was whether or not the caravan attacking barbarians will give us any kinds of rewards. And the answer was no. So any other questions, comments, suggestions in the description down below. You'll find the Discord group, the Facebook, everything. Go follow there. Join the Discord group. We're very active out there. Or in the comments down below, ask the questions, leave your comments, suggestions, anything. Smash the like button, subscribe to the channel. Thank you guys for your continuous support. I'm super glad to be back making content. I'll see you guys sooner rather than later. And if you guys, I don't know what time it is out there, but whenever it is, have a great day, evening, rest of your day, rest of your night, whatever time it is. Have fun, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.